what's up. Yo!
Hey, what's going on, man?
You find a spot up here?
This is what sailing is all about. Brittany at the controls, me on top of the sailbag with a beer. Doesn't get much better than this.
That's right.
Please don't raise the mainsail anytime soon.
Teddy from Sail Loot recently invited us aboard his show for a podcast. We got into some personal details about what makes us tick. Make sure to check it out by visiting his page at sailloot.com.
What are some of the things that you guys decided to do to start pinching pennies, if you will?
We got crazy. I hope
Yeah,
you're ready for it.
I've heard, and that's why I'm really excited about this part, because I want to hear all of your tips and tricks.
Hobie Sound Bridge, Hobie Sound Bridge, Hobie Sound Bridge, sailing vessel Calypso, requesting transit from north to south.
Roger that. Yeah, bring it up to the bridge. Let's tighten up the three of you coming this way, and I'll get you all three at the same time.
Where do you want to be?
Like wherever you think of, right in the middle should be good. All right, we're going without headsets.
These things are letting me down. All I didn't do was unlock the anchor. And we're showing about 8 feet. That's the reason they were running this down so hard.
They want the anchor?
Yeah, and we waited for them to open the bridge, and then they wanted to run us down and take it. Almost there. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Unlocked?
You good?
Yep, and we're in 8 feet. 8 feet. Go ahead and drop. Drop and start time.
All right, I'll put the bridle on.
Okay.
Go ahead and back away.
Ready to back down? Here we go.
Are you in like reverse idle?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm watching the boat over here on the left and the house on the right.
Are you going back down a little bit more?
Not moving based on the boat to the left and the house to the right. Speed is saying 0.01 and 0 knots up there. We're showing no speed and we're just swinging a little bit, but I don't think we're backing down at all.
What's your RPM?
1200 and 1300.
Yeah, however hard you want to back down on it.
I'll go to 15 in a second. Boat's still there. I think we're good. Yeah, so the wind veered a little bit to port.
Yeah.
Right as you set the anchor, and that's why I said we're losing her to the wind, because she started going this way.
Yeah.
That's why I was using the thruster to get a good lay.
We're done great, man.
Yeah, and I think the wind's supposed to go back northeast again tonight.
I mean, you got the anchor alarm set?
Yeah.
Good
so watch-
job.
See that?
Yeah,
And
I saw you pull out your phone.
You can easily forget to set that, and then it's going off. Crap.
Yeah, and you know it'd be,
Estimated.
like with all three of us, is I could download the app and put it up here also.
Yeah.
So basically
yeah.
when it drops,
Boom.
then bam, we can do it from right back here
yeah.
on an iPad.
It's awesome.
Now I can't tell if they're abandoning ship or if she's dropping over
I
there.
think he's been spinning around and they're trying to drop.
Yeah.
I think they're looking for a good spot.
Dude, you called it. You absolutely called it.
Absolutely. I've done this area.
What you can't see, what you didn't see earlier, is we went to a drawbridge about 5 nautical miles north of us. And one of the courtesies is if you have sailboats behind you, well, you don't want to open the drawbridge 3 times for 3 sailboats. So everyone slows down, they bunch up, and then they open the drawbridge, you all go together. And these 2 sailboats were sort of not really keeping up with us. They really didn't show any interest. And then when we came to the drawbridge, they went firewall thrust behind us. And Jeremiah said, they're racing to our anchorage. They're gonna meet us to the anchorage. So same thing, put the spurs to her. We beat them here, and now they're behind us, desperately trying to figure out how to drop an anchor.
They're trying to steal our anchors. Very small anchors right here.
Yeah, this is very small. I mean, there's room, Jeremiah said maybe 4 boats on a good day, especially with this wind. So they're back here actually just running around in circles trying to figure out where to drop. And we're sitting here looking pretty. Oh, yes.
Already open
Where's
and ready.
our drinks?
I know.
Cheers, bitches.
What is
Do you know water pump's giving out?
a pumpkin bucket hat?
I don't think so. Because tanks are full. It's like
Can you hear that?
Yeah. And I felt a vibration tonight like I wasn't feeling before. It felt just like ours.
So basically, water pressure kind of died while we were doing dishes. Brittany was doing dishes. Checking it out, see what's up. The water pump is down here. Sounds a little funny. What do you think?
I'm not quite sure. Pump's still running. The sensor's still working. What now, boat? I doubt the filter could be. There's air in it. Where would the air be coming from? Because it's spraying air.
This is the water pump right here, this filter. This little gauge.
This is a right here.
It's like a
That's a pre-filter.
Okay, and that's it right
Then
there.
there's the pump, and then there's
Yeah.
the post-filter. But
Well, the pre-filter's full of water.
Yep. Turn off the water pump and put in a filter.
I definitely felt something under our seat that was abnormal. It was almost like how we would feel it.
Yeah, but there's a subwoofer under
No,
our seat.
it wasn't.
Yeah, that's what most of the girls tell me.
The fun.
I know the feeling all too well. Look, honey,
Step on that. That looks valuable.
he can step down into his tank.
Come on, baby. Turn on freshwater pump.
On.
Pump works. Turn it off. Okay. So whatever the problem is downstream of the pump. So that means it's probably this damn filter. But that would mean when it got really rough, maybe we picked up some sediment.
Okay.
Turn on the pump.
On.
Hey, mental note. Anybody who's doing water work on a boat, get bunches of these. Because A, they might save you from being electrocuted, but B, you can grip the shit out of wet stuff. Okay, turn it off, please.
Off.
Okay. Oh, come on, baby.
What?
Reese is pooping in the other head with the door wide open, like checking his foot out
You're right there,
on
buddy.
the pooper.
You go poop.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's funny. O-ring's still in pretty good shape. That looks fine. Okay. Where's that other filter? Right here. So that's gonna go like that.
We were watching a movie. I felt like a funny vibration. Wasn't sure what it was. Went to the dishes and realized pretty quickly that the pressure of the water coming out of the faucet was not as strong as it usually is. And then I started to get air bubbles, and then eventually it went to nothing. So troubleshooting, and we figured it out.
She's exactly right in everything she said. The trick is when you put in one of these filters, there's the top gasket, and then there is the bottom gasket, which looks like, well, that thing that just fell into the bilge, but we have a bunch of them like this. And then they fit into the housing, and then everything's good, and that's how you make a seal. What I didn't realize is there was 4 of these. 4 of these from previous filter changes, which by the way, I did not do, because I always account for my gaskets. And so they were stacking up on the bottom and destroying any sealant. So when you heard the motor running earlier, that was basically this thing giving up the ghost. Now we have a new filter in, and turn on the freshwater pump. Expect it will leak. It always does on the first try.
On.
That's what it's supposed to sound like right there.
Beautiful.
If you want to zoom in, we will decide if we have water pressure.
So easy to get through.
Okay, here we go. And 3, 2, 1.
Whoa!
Party!
Dude.
Shots!
Shots! We fixed something at Anchor. We fixed something at Anchor and it didn't cost $1,000 to do
right.
it. Look at this. We have water. We have made water. We have hot water. We have cold water. Hell yes. And listen to that hum.
Good job, John.
Hey guys, this has been going on for quite a while. It never even occurred to me until you said there's stuff at the bottom of that housing. Yes, there was.
Oh, nice. What is that, a blowhorn? Let me toot your horn.
Would you grow up?
Oh! Nice, that was a handstand, Mom. Oh!
Good morning, my love.
Hey, babe.
There seems to be a problem.
Yeah, and the right engine, starboard engine is having trouble.
Oh boy. What happens
It's
when
an electrical issue. I think there's a ground.
we almost didn't leave the dock because of that?
Yeah. So, we'll see. We'll keep cycling the system.
We got it going again and continued our path south. The plan is to have both engines replaced at our destination, so we're trying to baby it long enough to get there.
Making the bed while underway. This should be fun. I do it every day though. I believe that you should always make your bed. So when you get into it, it's like a relaxation. And I kind of get a little sweaty in here as I'm doing it.
What you looking for?
Or fender.
Fender?
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes.
We lost
Right.
an engine?
No, the right engine's malfunctioning, so when you put it in forward, it goes in reverse, it seems, so. But, I mean, it has 2 thrusters and 1 engine. It should be fine to be able to dock it. That's 3 more things than most people have when they lose an engine.
Put it in forward thrust. It actually just went max thrust in reverse. And so all I could get out of this was reverse. I couldn't even get it into neutral. And that's why I yelled help, because we were about to slam into that docked boat right behind us.
We got pretty close.
We got very close, and the thing was I couldn't even shut it off to, I couldn't even shut it off because we're having these engine problems. I can't kill it from the panel. So, oof, that was scary.
What'd you do just now? You killed it?
I shut it down below, and now I've shut off the electronics up here because I don't want it starting, because it will start in reverse, and that could wreak havoc on us.
So we're working on 1 engine right now.
We're working on 1 engine, yes. But you can see now we're going forward again, where before it wouldn't even go forward. That's why we're sitting there under the bridge.
Yeah, I looked back and that boat was right there.
Jesus.
Alright, that's Lake Sylvia. Did they give you any type of direction in here? B something?
Yeah, B, 239 and 241, and they're going to come down and yell for us, or find us. So we're still going to go starboard, and we're going to go stern in, because I'll get better performance going forward out of these props and out of back, just in case we got to get out of there. And I'll just use the thrusters, and I think they're going to send a couple people for help.
Awesome. This was a planned stop in beautiful Fort Lauderdale for some maintenance that had to be done. Water maker commissioning, dinghy repair, and power cord replacement were just a few. The engine getting stuck in reverse was now a big part of the list. We spent 2 days in total here, fixing items ourselves along with having maintainers aboard.
Everything can go wrong, that will go wrong at the worst time. Hey, I need a beer.
Not right here, and then you just feed it through like this, and then literally just pull and pull and pull.
It's quick.
Yeah. No, like I said, whenever you pull the end of it, it all just comes right out, so.
Do you want permission to come aboard?
Yeah. In a minute.
Permission granted.
Nice. I'm just stowing everything. Get it out of the way. We have a couple more things to do today, but I think we should be able to get out of here today, tomorrow, hopefully tonight. Go to anchors close by and then roll. But we had that engine issue where it got stuck in reverse, which is basically it's like an autopilot deal, or an auto throttle deal. Little nut came off, no big deal. We wanted to finish off the water maker, which should get finished up today, and then the power cable issue. bad, right? And this boat takes two 30-amp cables. So I went to the other one, and it wouldn't even come off. Look at that, it's like singed in there, right? So what we did was we just tore it apart. We took the receptacle off, and look at this one, look at this. So this is what it was plugged into. Look at that. I mean, this could have potentially been a fire easily. You can see what it did to the wire right here. So this wire was hooked up to this one here, which was also the one that was in this right here. Pretty bad, really dangerous. A lot of boat fires happen like that from this right here. So it's really important that you check, take off your ground power, check your cables often, because you never know when this might have happened. The only thing holding this thing together was the fact that it was in that socket, and there's a little screw back here. It wouldn't, it's not in there at all, it's just falling around. So really dangerous. But what we're gonna do is, now that we have it off, we're gonna upgrade it to some high-speed cables. Little blue lights. So these are, once we saw at a boat show, John decided to go with this type of cable. It's a newer, I don't know how long they've been out, but they're sweet, man. I'm not gonna take it off because there's power going to it, but basically we replaced the receptacle on there, and then these cables are square. I'll show them to you whenever we can when we get going, but they're square instead of round, and instead of like pushing it in and turning and then trying to put a nut on, all you do is just pop it in. And when you want to pull it out, you just squeeze these two little handles on the side, and then it comes right out.
Beautiful.
They're awesome. And we're trying to get that dinghy engine fixed, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to get anybody. Just doing everything now because we have some help coming. Keep it out of the way, just get ready, and then we should be out of here, man. Nice little stay in Fort Lauderdale. We got a lot of stuff done. I got to go to the emergency room, which is awesome. I thought I had a spleen issue, but it turns out I just ripped a muscle on my side. But we're good to go, man. Ready to keep going. You ready?
I am so ready. Next stop, Miami Marine Stadium, baby.
And how good are these floating docks?
Amazing.
Floating docks are where it's at, man.
You need those bow thrusters from John.
I saw him using them earlier.
That's amazing.
Cool.
Welcome aboard.
Thanks, baby.
Coming soon on the Lazy Geckos. We finish up our tasks and depart again. Get ready for some craziness.
What? I knew it.
Hey, Brittany. Oh, hi.
Auto run. Bang. I turn it on.
How'd you know we were touching the bottom?
We're roughing it right now. We're roughing it. We have a brand new ice maker.
Thank you, patrons, for making these videos possible. If you want more, even crazier footage, check out our Vimeo channel.